never really know how much you care till you wanna tell them, but they're just not there. The love that lasts the longest is the love that never returns. The memories that haunt us, the pages that just won't turn. Yesterdays fade away, some bridges just won't burn. Love that lasts the longest is the love that never returns. The love that lasts the longest is the love that never returns. My brother was my hero. I was 9 years old the day he left this town. Funny how the girl who stands out in my mind is the one who's forgotten me.
Scott Honecker and his song, The Love That Never Returns. Up next is Ray Gibson and her song, In Your Kiss.
Well, how many times have I thought it over? Thinking I might never find a shoulder. I lay my head on every night with the kind of arms gonna hold me right. How many times have I thought it over? But in your kiss, I'm as close to heaven as I can get. And I'd be lying if I said my lips have tasted love this sweet. My heart ain't never found the beat that fits, but it did in your kiss. Ooh, in your kiss. You were rough as a tough old back road. I was soft as cotton, just blowing where the wind blows. Well, you were rocking, thinking nothing could slow you down. I was thinking that too till you came around. You were rough as a tough old back road. But in your kiss, I'm as close to heaven as I can get. And I'd be lying if I said my lips have tasted love this sweet. My heart ain't never found the beat that fits, but it did in your kiss. Ain't it funny how sometimes love can look you in the eye? I never felt it until it hit in your kiss. Well, I'm as close to heaven as I can get. I'd be lying if I said my lips have tasted love this sweet. My heart ain't never found a beat that fits, but it did in your kiss. I'm as close to heaven as I can get. And I'd be lying if I said my lips have tasted love this sweet. My heart ain't never found a beat that fits, but it did in your kiss. Ooh, in your kiss. Well, how many times have I thought it over? Thinking I might never find a shoulder.
real deep talk with Bud. We took it down to the bottom, but the problem was I couldn't talk enough. Seemed like a great idea to strike up a conversation with Jose. Heartache with salt and lemons together makes a bitter lemonade. Well, it looked good on paper to talk to my friends about you, but it turned out to be it turned out to be a bad call after all. 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 I got your number saved, can't erase it. I tried a million times. With the support and courage from my friends, the moment was right. Well, it looked good on paper to tell you everything I feel, but it turned out to be it turned out to be a bad call after all. A bad call after all. Bad call after all. A bad call after all. Still here with Jim and Johnny, and over there's my old pal Bud. We took it deeper down to the bottom, and I've talked just about enough. I thought that it looked good on paper to stay here and talk about you, but it turned out to be it turned out to be it turned out to be a bad call after all. A bad call after all. Bad call after all. A bad call after all. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Bad call after all.
That was Hicks from Sweden and his song Bad Call After All. Up next is Sierra McKenzie and her song I'll Know When I Get There.
Started off like Camelot, perfect and majestic, till it turned into weeds in a parking lot. And that's where we left it. You could have been my King Arthur, me your Guinevere. Now all those sweet romantic dreams are a million miles from here. Guess you never know what can happen. End up broken hearted or laughing. Where do we go? The way ain't always clear. I'm not gonna fret or worry. I'm young, ain't in no hurry. I'm gonna roll and I'll know when I get there. He looked like a big sad wolf when I met him at the thrifty, stacking up soup cans on a shelf, but he wanted to come with me. After work in afternoons, we'd find our way together. Sometimes a diamond in the rough turns out to be a treasure. Guess you never know what can happen. End up broken hearted or laughing. Where do we go? The way ain't always clear. I'm not gonna fret or worry. Guess you never know what can happen. Falling down to the last man standing. Where do we go? The way ain't always clear. Guess you never know what can happen. End up broken hearted laughing. Where do we go? The way ain't always clear. I'm not gonna fret or worry. I'm young and in no hurry. I'm gonna roll and I'll know when I get there. I'm gonna roll and I'll know when I get there. Woo!
I remember folks saying from the time I was just a little boy, don't you go messing around on Winter's Farm. The old man living on the mountain was crazy as a loon, making that moonshine by the light of the moon. Stuck up there all night and I hid in the shadows. I heard a voice say, boy, I see you there. So come on out, I got something for you that'll curl your hair. It wasn't a gun, was a mason jar he was holding in the air. He took a sip, got it down, felt the up move, felt my heart pound. Then it stopped, didn't think it would start again. That old man laughed until he cried. I was thinking I'm too young to die. The first time that I ever tried Tennessee moonshine. Every time I could, I'd sneak back up that mountain. The old man taught me all about a moonshine still. But that wouldn't be my trade. A revenue man I became. Now I'm sneaking up that mountain once again. And I